There was a baker named Zaid, a kind and hardworking man who loved helping people. Although his bakery was small and his profits were meager, he always helped the poor with what he had. The villagers loved him very much. Every morning, when Zaid opened his bakery, he would set aside a portion of his bread for the poor. The poor knew this and would come to collect their bread, and Zaid would smile at them. But there was a rich man named Sultan, who was stingy and envious. He hated Zaid because of the people's love for him. One day, a drought struck the village. The rain stopped, the land cracked, and the price of wheat skyrocketed. Wheat became more expensive than gold and silver. This was very difficult for Zaid. Sultan had amassed a great deal of wheat. He was jealous of the people's love for Zaid and his help to the poor. Sultan couldn't understand how Zaid could continue baking bread with the price of wheat so high. Zaid went to the Sultan to buy wheat, but the Sultan raised the price considerably and mocked him, saying, "You live off the prayers of the poor. Go and ask them to pray for you, so you can live and find wheat." Zaid returned home sadly, without buying any wheat. He didn't even have enough for his wife for a week, but he didn't want to use it all himself. The poor were still waiting for bread at Zaid's door. Zaid felt sorry for them, especially the women, children, and orphans. Zaid decided not to stop doing good and not to abandon the poor, because God loved his work. He took the small amount of flour he had bought and began baking to distribute. As he was emptying the flour, he noticed something shiny. It was a large, beautiful grain of wheat, golden in color, different from the rest. Zaid kept this grain and decided to bake the rest of the flour and distribute it. When he finished, he turned off the oven and distributed the bread to the poor. He didn't keep enough for himself and his wife. Zaid looked at the golden grain of wheat and thought, "Perhaps this is a reward from God for my good deeds. I won't grind it or eat it. I'll plant it." His wife objected, saying, "How will you plant it without water? It's a waste of time." But Zaid insisted on planting it. He dug the ground and planted the golden grain. Then he watered it with a little of the water they had saved for drinking. Zaid prayed to God to bless his crop and grant him prosperity. The next day, Zaid went to the place where he had planted the grain and found a large, beautiful ear of wheat, full of golden grains. Zaid was amazed and thanked God. He called his wife, who came also amazed, and realized that her husband had been right. Zaid gathered some of the grains and ground them. The more he ground, the more flour he produced. From this flour, Zaid baked a beautiful golden loaf. Zaid and his wife didn't eat the bread first. Instead, they decided to distribute it to the poor. It was a wondrous thing. Whenever he gave a loaf of bread to a poor person, the bread in his basket never decreased. Zaid realized it was a blessing from God, and